Chinese President Xi Jinping says his country's battle against COVID-19 is at a critical stage. Beijing has urged millions to work from home even after the 5-day Labor Day holiday came to an end. Virus curbs in the capital have been extended for at least another week. Schools, restaurants, gyms and entertainment venues remain closed. Dozens of train stations and bus routes have been shut to restrict people movement and crowds. Several housing compounds have been sealed off over just a handful of infections. But Beijing has stopped short of imposing a hard lockdown. Its caseload remains modest by global standards, with 50 new infections. Still, officials are hoping tighter curbs and mass testing will help stamp out the spread. And Olivia Xiong joins us live in Beijing. Olivia, that comment from President Xi Jinping insisting China must persist with its epidemic control measures.
That's right. This was a meeting of the top decision-making body of China's Communist Party, no less presided over by Chinese President Xi Jinping, who made a speech. And this just being reported a short while ago by state media, which said that the message was very clear that China needs to continue to hold on unwaveringly, it said, to its dynamic zero COVID approach, and that any attempt or thoughts or actions that may try to distort or doubt this approach needs to be fought against. Now, CCTV has also reported the meeting said that the country has withstood its biggest test in controlling the outbreak since the pandemic began, and there's been phased results so far, adding that China's approach has proven successful in the past, pointing to how it had been successful in controlling the outbreak when the pandemic first began in Wuhan. The report also said that there will be success in bringing the Shanghai outbreak under control as well. But given also how the virus is continuing to mutate around the world and there being many uncertainties, the meeting was said to have said that it is not possible right now to relax any measures, adding that given how China is a big country with a big population, having a large number of seniors, also given the unequal development of different regions, and the fact that China, it says, has not enough medical resources, relaxation of any measures, the meeting said, would result in a large number of people here being infected and many having severe symptoms and even leading to many deaths as well. And so we see that, the meeting, the top leaders here in China pointing out that, quote, persistence is victory. And this really comes as there have been questions about how long China would be able to hold on to its zero COVID approach. This given that these tough measures, lockdowns of many parts of the city, movement controls being put in place, has really battered China's economy and businesses over here. Also, as we've seen the situation in Shanghai, with that lockdown going on for over a month, many people confined to their homes with food shortages and unhappiness really at the situation. But it's clear from the meeting that has been reported today that China is not changing course anytime soon.
Well, of course, Beijing is not in lockdown as Shanghai has been. It has measures, so for example, the shutting of some subway stations and public transport. Workers today returning after a 5-day long holiday. What was the scene like on this first day back to work with these new measures in place?
That's right. First day back to work, never easy after a long holiday. And for Beijing residents, they've had to adapt to new restrictions that have been put in place. For example, where I am here in the Chaoyang district, it's been unusually quiet as people here have been told to work from home, given that this district, the largest here in Beijing, has seen the bulk of COVID-19 cases being reported. Now, schools across the city have also remained closed. Students have been taking lessons online. Dining in has continued to be suspended, and officials today also saying that outdoor food stores will need to shut, and a reminder to restaurants that they are not allowed to put tables and chairs outside their eateries as well. Moving around the city has been difficult too, given that many bus routes and subway stations have been closed. And that has made it difficult for people who have had to report to work, many saying that their commuting time has taken much longer, many also turning to shared bikes to get to work today. Have a listen to what some of them had to say.
现在政策觉得不是特别好。
怎么说呢？
就是你得，就是我是晚班还行，那要是早班的话，那早高峰就是太长时间了，人太多，而且没有这种共享单车了就。
今天不去了，已经临时管控了。现在就是你不能正常工作呗，然后正常的收入啊什么的这一块儿可能。对吧？休息这一块，然后必定看怎么下一步怎么解决吧。
虽然会造成一定的不便，但是还是首要任务还是把疫情控制住，要不然的话，确实是疫情影响更大一点。
And thanks for that. Liver Xiong speaking to us there from Beijing.